chance to defend, but you have to have multiple efforts. Out of the double team, you got to fire back to guys because this Denver Nuggets team is more than capable of making them pay for double. But it's something you have to do. You got to give up something, especially when a guy's rolling like Murray.
Jordan Clarkson into the paint. Kicks it out to Ingles, who got off to a good start in the first couple of minutes. Clarkson, Niang from deep. And one and done at the offensive end for the Utah Jazz. Here's Torrey Craig up court for Denver. Leading by 8. Tough move and shoots it over the shoulder. Conley. Conley, what a dime inside. Foul.
To a back-to-back game 7.
Hey, not too loud. Not too loud now. Gary Harris, who just returned a couple of...
Going to increase those minutes.
Double-digit lead for Denver as Mitchell and Gobert come back into the ball game. Michael Porter Jr. misfiring on his second jump shot. He's got Dad here in attendance watching. Clarkson inside with us during the shutdown. He was able to get in some good workouts with some teammates in L.A. He's got 4 points. Inside, tough move, and Coach Michael Malone. Denver leading by 12.
You give Porter credit also. I've seen young guys that be frustrated and upset and shut it down because he got, sent to the bench. But he stays ready and still playing good basketball.
Mitchell missing, and that's going to be a foul. Gobert couldn't block that shot. Murray missed it. Porter Jr. active. And
can only impact the game in one way, saying Michael is more than a shooter, more than a scorer. He's a guy that I feel whose defense is improving every single game, and his rebounding every single game is extremely high. And those 2 elements of the game he's stressing gives them a chance to win tonight. Mark?
Yeah, and here he is up court to Gary Harris. He's a guy that fell in the draft because of some back issues. Great find in here at the bubble with some of the players who've been here for almost 2 months. So if you see some guys who are just cheesing out there and smiling big, you know why. They're reunited with their loved ones. And Donovan Mitchell continues.
An opportunity to see their family, their loved ones.
Happy basketball players generally play better, don't they, Mark?
Most of them.
That's a different conversation. This one goes on to play the Clippers. Mitchell hanging.
Celebrate 3 or 4 stops. This is the entire game 7 has got to be a mentality. We're shutting these guys down and making life tough for them all night long.
Jokic hands it off to Porter Jr. Foul line jumper, missed everything. And quickly the other way, Jordan Clarkson punches it home. Denver. Gobert trying to guard him on the edge, and that is a difficult task.
Elevate, you elevate. That's an easy task, with all due respect to how good of a player Joker is.
13-point lead, beat inside, whistling a foul, and that's going to put Juwan Morgan back on Stroh performance in the 4th quarter last.
He was unbelievable. He was absolutely spectacular. The thing I love most about him, big shot making and all that, but the leadership. The ability to impact your teammates and will them to a game 7.
Nobody scored more clutch time points in the league this year than Chris Paul. Doing tomorrow night right here, actually over on ESPN. Michael Porter Jr., quarter 3, good.
They've got to make sure they keep their foot on the gas pedal. You don't want to allow this Jazz team to get any life.
Jeremy Grant. All day for Torrey Craig. I mean, he had time to tee it up and missed. And that's going to be a foul against Grant. Really healthy. Here's Conley. Utah having a tough time scoring. There's 27 on the board so far. Shot clock winding down at 4. And they get ripped. Bonham and Mitchell gave it up. And at the other end, Morris missed. Porter Jr. hustling for the rebound. He missed, but he's fouled. His team down by 17, and they give it away again. Monte Morris. Here's Clarkson. It's Clarkson. Ingles. O'Neal and Michael Conley. Clarkson kicks it out to O'Neal, and he misses. Utah Jazz shooting just 39%.
And they want to post up to Joker. They want to take advantage of this matchup.
Juwan Morgan got lost. I mean,
Highline saying punch 5. That's simple. Post up the 5-man. And that's without scouting.
You make it sound so easy, Mark. Jordan Clarkson made that one look easy. Makes it a 16-point game. Clarkson with 10 points for the Utah Jazz. Their highest scorer off the bench.
From the Nuggets, I'm running the same action. They're double teaming, now make the right read.
Jokic trapped. Craig, the open shooter. Porter Jr. working the glass. Adorning his shoes. Grew up in Kitchener, Ontario, Canada. About an hour outside of Toronto to the west. Jokic posting up, got it, double teamed immediately. Quest for justice continues here in Orlando through the NBA players.
Outstanding job of speaking out and impacting society. How about that interview after the game?
Oh.
How emotional he was.
Well, these players here, I think, because they've been down here isolated for so long, might not really truly appreciate the great impact that they're making down here outside of the bubble. Monte Morris from the corner. Whistle, who trailed by 15 points. Donovan Mitchell back in the ball game during that last break. He's got to get going. Mitchell has only taken 5 shots. Has 2 points. Murray, floater, got it! Kicks it out. Conley with a great ball fake. Ingles open for 3, and he couldn't cash. Jokic backing down O'Neal. Kicked it out to Murray. Boy, they move it around well. Here's Grant. Puts it on the deck against Conley. Securing the rebound. Conley. Clarkson with a mismatch here on Jokic. Good defense by the big guy. O'Neal on the drive. O'Neal crashing to the court. And it's numbers the other way. And speaking of crasher, just 4 points on 2 of 6.
And to me, the way he's going to get it going, and Quinn Snyder tried to emphasize this to him during one of the breaks in the action, pushing the basketball, looking to be aggressive in transition.
Off the steal, Clarkson. Good closeout by Murray. Conley against... Oh, indeed.
Times have changed.
Mitchell with the step back and drills the 3. Closes the lead to 14. Here's Grant over to Murray. Guarded by Conley. Now they went to double him. Gary Harris with a tough move. Went over Ingles. They got 12 seconds to go. 20 here. Mitchell's made his last 2 attempts. Clarkson open for 3. And that's the end of the first half of play.